Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to another live and welcome to day three of Charms 2024. It's another day. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, comment in the chat. Let me know where you're tuned in from and also represent. Let me know, which school you're representing in the chat. All right, so we're here for pretty much the finals of the 400 meters. So we're here and just, waiting for those events to start. And I believe we should be getting one pretty soon. So I'm just going to go to my schedule here. So if you're a returning viewer, listener, subscriber, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome to our, champs coverage here on the Voices in Education. All right, so in the context of we should be seeing, let me just see if I'm getting this right. Okay, just a little bit. So there should be a 1500 from the Decathlon Open Boys final, coming up or perhaps being run right now. And then at 7:26, all right, 7:26, we should be seeing the 400 meters, class three girls. 7:32, 400-meter class 3 boys, 7:38, 400-meter class 2 girls, 7:44, 400-meter class 2 boys, and then at about 7:57, 400-meter class 1 girls final, and 8:03 p.m., 400 meters class 1 boys final. All right, so would love to hear from you. So I'm just going to navigate to the screen where you can see the WhatsApp number. And yes, that's the beat there. Welcome, welcome. So you can definitely see the WhatsApp number on screen. Give me a call. I don't want to be lonely on this side. And for sure, I'm just going to try my best as try my best in terms of just, sharing some updates. All right, in the context, of, what is happening. So welcome, 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 welcome to our coverage here of boys and girls championships. And it's 2024. It's another day. All right. Comment in the chat. Let me know, that you're here and who you're representing. I'm not sure. Perhaps Rurian should be joining us at some point, hopefully soon. But, let me know. Let me know which school you're representing in the chat. And if you're popping in and out, ensure that you hit the like button while you're popping in and out, and the subscription button as well if you're not a subscriber. So it's day four and, lots to look forward to. So not day four, day three. Welcome, welcome. I guess I'm just skipping that. All right, so welcome, welcome. All right, let me know which school you're representing in the chat. Would love to hear from you in the chat. All right, and again, we're going to just see how best we can, bring you share some updates with you in the context of, what has happened, earlier today. So we're going to get some information for you as best as we can. So just working on that, just to share with you, what we have available. And I'm sure, you'll be sharing with us as well. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So again, it is another exciting day for the championships. All right. And so, we had the 200-meter qualifiers this morning. And so that happened earlier today. And, Sabrina Doctor there from Lacovia, all right, I guess had an impressive run there in the class 200-meter, qualifiers. And so looking forward, to seeing Sabrina Dockery in the semifinal. All right. And so Terry Long is also there. And Terry Long, I guess, had about the third fastest time, and Shania Douglas. So we're hoping to see, some more, I guess, from these athletes. So some good, good going there. And in the context of class two boys, all right, William Nibbs, Jabari Matheson was the sole competitor in the boys class two 200-meter qualifiers to dip under 22, under the 22-second barrier. All right, so he crossed the line in 21.88 seconds to win his heat. All right, so that's Jabari Matheson from William Nib. And we love when the country schools, and let me not say the schools that are not so traditionally associated with, champs in terms of, winning champs. We love to hear, these names. And Mushet there. So Trelawney doing well in the William Nibin Trelawney Mushet High School. So Joanne Ramalda Smythe qualified with the second fastest time, having clocked 22.08 to win, Heat 1, and Excelsior's Malik Nugent. All right, so book his spot in 22.25 seconds. So just some updates there for you. Welcome, welcome, guys. The WhatsApp number is on screen. You can give me a call. I would love to hear from you, even if you just call in to say hello. And hit the like button. So I'm seeing, some persons here in the chat. Please hit the like button. All right, the share button, the subscription button. And I believe Rurian is here now. So hello, Rurian. Welcome. How are you doing? Not sure if he's quite ready for us, but we'll just wait until
Oh,
Ruren
Natasha,
is able. Oh, wonderful! How are you doing?
not doing too badly. Just got a chance to join up, and what is happening so far? Hello, viewers. How are you doing? Put your how you're feeling in the chat today. I am
Yeah,
not
so
doing
we're
too
we're just pretty much going through just some updates from what had happened earlier today in the context of the 200 meters. So we're pretty much left the class two there, 200-meter boys. And just to let you know that Idel's Xavier Bernard was in record-breaking form, erasing
badly.
Shantae's Freeman's Class 3 high jump record at the championship. So, that's good for Xavier there, Bernard from Heidel. And Ruren is here in Heidel News. We're still hearing you on this side, Ruren. Ruren is here and here in Heidel News. So I guess, that's good news for Ruren. So Ruren, I'm
Oh
coming
yeah,
back to you.
yeah. Good to have some record-breaking performances. I was wondering it was on the track, but it's in the field. Field event, high jump. That's that's good that we have some youngsters coming through as it relates to the field event. So, congratulations to that young man there from Haida.
No, the female.
It's a female, my bad. My bad. I thought it was very tough.
Class three girls. The name is Davian, so hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. So
Oh, my bad. Well, whoever the person is, yeah, it doesn't really matter the gender, right, to be honest. You know, but it was a good performance that was put in there, and that will add to the points that I'm supporting Heidel, for the girls tackle. So I'm
yeah, so
really
in that
happy for
sense,
that.
the gender matters because it's boys and girls championship. So for Heidel, it matters in that sense. All right,
For sure.
so welcome, welcome, and also, the relays 4x100, meters to class one boys. So Calabar, they took the first heat in 40.53 seconds. So just to share that information with you as well. And Excelsior High School won the second heat of the Class 1 boys 4x100 meters to qualify for the final of the event, and they finished ahead of Woolmer's boys in a time of 40.70 seconds. So while you're popping in and out, please hit the like button and the subscription button. And in a close finish, St. Jago High School won the third heat of the Class 1 boys 4x100 meters in a time of 41.02 seconds. All right. And they qualified for the final along with St. George's College. All right. So welcome, welcome. And over to, I guess, the 200 meters. I think I mentioned this in terms of class two, I believe here. Journey Armstrong booked her spot in the semis with the fastest time, 24.41 to win heat, one there. All right. And in the context of this looks like the 800 meters, Denny Palmer from Edwin Allen clocked the fastest time, so 2 minutes 18:56 to qualify for the semifinal of the class three girls 800 meters. Welcome. Casey Amal Glasgow was the pick of the bunch in the class one boys 200-meter qualifiers. All right. And he stopped the clock at 21:43 seconds to win heat four. All right. So that's Amal Glasgow there from KC. And Nicaro Johnson claimed the gold medal in the class three boys high jump. All right. So from St. Jago High. All right. So Nicaro Johnson from St. Jago High. In the context of class two girls 4x100 meter relays, Edwin Allen, all right, they did well there in that one. And the time with 46.2 seconds, and that's Edwin Allen. Also securing a lane in the final are Heidel, Immaculate, Excelsior, Homewood Technical, Manchester, St. Catherine, and their technical. So that's the 4x100 meters relay class two girls. All right, so just some updates there for you. In the class three boys 800 meters, Renento Alexander from Stets, all right, ran away with the fastest qualifying time, 2 minutes 58 seconds, straight into the semifinals. All right. In the context of the class 4 girls, 4 by 100 meter. All right. Heidel. All right. They picked up the fastest time in the class 4 there. So Heidel leads the class 4 sprint relays. Also securing a lane in the final for the class 4, Edwin Allen, Homewood Technical, St. Jago, Convent of Mercy Academy, so that's Alpha, Wolmer's Girls, and St. Andrew Technical. So final there. In the context of class 3, St. Jago Quartet of Rihanna Anderson, Adora Campbell, Shania Campbell, and Tressian Grant made their presence felt in the preliminaries of the girls' class 3 4 by 100 meters. All right, so let me see what else I have here. Calabar booked their spot in the final of the boys' class 1 4 by 100-meter relay. All right, with the fastest qualifier, all right, inside the stadium earlier today. So Calabar leads the class 1 boys in the 4 by 100 meters there. So that's class 1 Calabar leading in that, regard with a quick, I guess, a quick time, 53 seconds to win their heat. In the context of that class 1 4 by 100-meter final, we will also see Excelsior, Kingston College, St. Jago, Jamaica College, Herbert Morrison, Wolmer's Boys, and St. George's College. And let's go to the 800 here. So Jamaica College's Samuel Query booked his spot in the semifinals of the boys class 2 800 meters, clocking the second fastest time of the heats. All right, so pretty much those are the updates. Those are the updates that I have for you so far. And let me see how close we are right now in the context of the next event that should be coming up at about 7:26. Class 3 girls final 400 meters should be happening. And perhaps I'm missing that because I'm just realizing that my feed is frozen. So not too sure what's going on here, but hopefully something works out. And getting back a little feed here and not seeing that, so perhaps they're a bit late in the context, but getting back some connection here. So that is good. All right, so feed is back up and running. So Ruren, I'm just coming over to you just to find out, your thoughts. Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our coverage here. All right, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. All right, would love to hear from you as well. The WhatsApp number is on screen. So while you're popping in and out, please hit the like button, share button, and subscription button. Ruren, I'm not sure if you're here, but right now we're just, waiting for what should be the class 3 girls 400 meters final. So not seeing anything happening on my end based on the connection that I have. So perhaps a little bit behind schedule. So we'll definitely see how that works. But, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, Natasha, we're
So
looking forward to all the finals coming up today. One is right up on us right now, and just to see if we can identify any new talents, that will be highlighted by this championship. Lots of kids have been practicing, and this is the top stage in the country for you to show off your
just a
talent.
quick
So
update, just to let you guys know that the 1500 is still on the track. So the 400, I guess by virtue of that, we'll still be waiting for the 400 meters. So this is the 1500 meters open decathlon event. All right, the final there. So back to you, Ruben. Just wanted to inform our listeners and viewers as to what is happening. So back to you.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, so as I was saying, it is the highest stage for athletes to show off what they can do, and I'm just hoping that the athletes are able to give good performances, based on all the factors that are out there in
Well, by
terms
the
of.
way, it's a 5,000 meter run open. So let me see if I'm just not reading what's on my schedule here. I don't say anything 5,000, and this is coming from ISSA. You know what? Let me check something else. But back to you, Ruben.
All right, so yeah, so just hoping that these guys will get good performances out, after training for the season. If you make it to the final, let's say you want to give your best performance, and if you lose giving your best performance, then you can be, satisfied that you have done your best. So that's what I'm wishing for all the athletes out there. Hopefully, they will, be able to put their best foot forward in these events that are coming up. Um, so we have the 200. You said finals coming up, or was it 400?
400, no, 400.
400. Okay. Well, interesting one lap event. So that's pretty good. Let's see if we have any new 400-meter star. We can think back to a few in the past, that has represented Jamaica well in the flat 400 and also the hurdles, you know, quite a few persons. So Jamaica has had a rich history of, producing lovely athletes. So, I doubt that will ever change, and I hope that will never change. So all the best to the athletes who are going out there to perform.
Yeah,
So
for
Natasha,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. So Natasha, how are your teams doing? I am bringing Heidel and JC.
Uh-huh. And Edwin Ali. So let me see if I can find any points updates because the last I know that the point standing must have been changed. The last point standing was from yesterday, the end of yesterday. And let me tell you what the the points were, at that time. So, in the context of, yesterday, right, we had JC and KC on 67 points. That was after eight finals yesterday. And then over on the girls' side, after nine finals, Edwin Allen 81, Idel 37, San Diego 36. So just to give you a sense of, the point standing there. That was yesterday, all right? And so still waiting to get some updates as to what the points are looking like for today. Represent your school in the chat, man. Let me know who you're supporting as you pop in and out. Hit the like button, share button, and subscription button. So I am just here still trying to navigate here to just compare some schedule. So I am just trying to find that for you. So welcome, 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 welcome. So in terms of what is happening here, I guess it should be 15 on, well, oh, there's a 5,000 after the 1500. So the times are even different. The 400 meters, right, girls, class 3 should be at 8:05 p.m. So I'm not sure, and so our coverage will go on till about 8:33 p.m. So we're still a little bit out in terms of, waiting, in terms of waiting. So we'll see. So right now on the track is the 5,000-meter open, boys, and it's a prelim. It's a prelim, all right? And then at 8:05 p.m., we should have the 400 meters class 3 girls final. So that's how I guess that part will go there. And not sure what ISSA was doing in this context here with their schedule of things. It's just unfortunate, but that's what's happening there. Welcome, welcome. So, in that sense, we need to talk. So, Ren, I'm coming over to you.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for the updates and the clarity. So we know exactly how things will fall this evening. I'm not sure if something happened where they modified their schedule or it was just, but
Sometimes that's
wait.
ISSA, but I just double checked somewhere else, and yeah, and it's perfect. I think it's good. Yeah, it's good with what we're seeing in terms of our connection. So it just tells me, you just need to not only depend on ISSA in that sense, but it's fine. So
Well,
what are you having, Ruri? And I would love to have, like a hot chocolate. Are you drinking anything right now? I mean,
well,
I'm just looking
I'm
at
not
the guys
drinking
here.
anything. I just tuned in just to find out what is happening because you provide such awesome updates as it relates to the championship. So I was saying I'm joining in to find out what's happening on the track because yesterday we had some finals started pretty much around about this time, but I guess today is a little bit different. But I'm just here hanging out, hoping to have supper soon. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for supper yet, but no hot chocolate in my plans.
Well, I'm just hoping. So perhaps soon I'll try to get, a cup of hot chocolate just to keep going here. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our, coverage here. It's another day of boys and girls athletics championships in Jamaica. Which school are you representing? Comment in the chat, comment in the chat, comment in the chat. All right, we'd definitely love to hear from you. And I know a lot of persons are also tuned in to the Prime Minister's budget presentation. I believe that is still happening at this point as well. So lots to look forward to. And we're here because, we want to, we want to give you some updates in the context of what is happening at the Boys and Girls Athletics Championships right there at the National Stadium in Jamaica. So welcome, welcome. And again, people are just popping in and out, and that is totally okay. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button while you're popping in and out. All right, and let us know which school you're supporting. The WhatsApp number is on screen as well. Give us a call and talk to us. Even if you just want to say hello, all right, would love to hear, from you. So don't be afraid to give us a call. All right, we'd definitely love to hear from you. So, Rurian, I'm coming back to you. Not sure if you have anything else you'd like to share in
Well,
in in
it's always good to talk about, school athletics, school sports, and it's good that these kids are given the opportunity to go out there and display their talents. I'm not sure how many, schools are promoting students becoming, athletes in any way or form. And, I'm not sure how much support they are given as well. Because, at times, these kids become stars because of their skills and their achievement on the sporting field, in this case, in terms of track and field. But you don't know if like schools in Jamaica, if they're preparing the kids adequately to represent themselves when they get into this stardom or into the public's eye. And I think that is something that the schools should definitely bear in mind in terms of, if kids are heading toward, the athletic side of stuff, then, they should be able to represent themselves well, in terms of their behavior, how they speak, and how the overall way how they carry themselves. So, school is a place for teaching and learning. So hopefully the amendments have been made or schools have adapted to, what is happening out there so that kids can get, the necessary support they need in terms of representing themselves. When I think back to my day of when I think back to my day of being in school, participating in sports, we never get any, talks. I guess, based on our skill set too, we were probably not projected to be successful or get to the highest level in sports. Because, I have done a little bit of track and field, played a little bit of cricket and also football. So, we I don't know what happened back then, and I'm hoping that that has changed where, teachers, the school is telling, kids that yes, this is a viable a way if you're able to get a profession and earn, an honest income. So that's something that they need to talk to the kids about, because not all students are strong in math, science, English, and will be falling into the regular jobs that we are normally taught about, the teacher, the lawyer, the doctor, things like those. So well, hopefully there are other aspects to the education system that covers, that aspect of it where kids are given the information and the necessary support for them to, one, represent themselves very well, and two, so that they know that, if they're talented in a particular sport, or if they have special talents, they can pursue those and be successful. So, you know, good to see the kids heading off from school and going to champs and displaying their talents. Another thing that I'm not sure is discussed in schools, or not all schools. I'm not sure. I can't speak definitively about this, but sports can open doors for academics as well, because quite a few of our Jamaican athletes, what happens for them, after they have, come to the forefront, colleges from overseas often, offer them scholarships. And, this is where the balance comes in. So, you know, when a child is at school doing well in sports, then, teachers are, educators are supposed to, I am thinking it's wise for educators and support and teachers to say, all right, you're doing well here in track and field or in soccer or whatever sport it is. You need to ensure that you're taking, trying to balance that with your academics if that child is that inclined. So, things like those, so that if there a scholarship were to present itself, then they could, readily fit into that scholarship without no hassle. So things like those, I think must be thought of and addressed in the schools. Back in the day, you for me, I explored a lot of Jamaica by just playing sport, and I wasn't even taught or told that if you take this seriously, this could be something that becomes your livelihood. So, in cases like or in things like those, you want persons who are more experienced to share this knowledge and help you to stay focused on your talents and also to value education in its fullest sense. So those are my few words that I have to add right now, Natasha. I'm not sure what you think about those. Hopefully you would like to, you tell me what you think about it, and if you want to share your experience being at, let's say, at high school and doing sports.
Yeah, it's some great points there, Ruben. And I feel that the landscape is changing. So, and I guess educators are becoming more aware in terms of, careers and moving from, the traditional careers, as you mentioned, like law, medicine, teacher, and so in that sense, we are seeing this shift. And I guess what we want now is for schools to think of education as not just being restricted. Education is far beyond just as you would mention, mathematics, science, English, it's beyond that. And so, as you mentioned, I am not sure if some institutions are, preparing students. So when you even think about YouTube, teaching students about, copyright and, all those things, those are some things that will perhaps help some students who may not necessarily want to go in that traditional career, follow that traditional career path. And so that's another way of, looking at, education and ensuring that we are preparing our students for the future in a way that suits them. So that part is definitely important. As for me and sports, hello. Well, let me not say hello. Netball. Netball was nothing. Yeah, I run a couple sports days, yes, but nothing like what these student athletes are doing, right? I didn't have that kind of talent in terms of, but I like it because I like the competition. I like the competitive nature of it. So the relay and stuff, I'll do it. And I can remember at high school, running, trying to give my house a points, like 800, any little thing that I can do. But netball for sure was my sporting event. Netball, I did that at high school and not all the way to the senior level for reasons that I wish not to state. But netball, I have a passion for netball. I really love netball. And even after, in adulthood, like, when we'll play our netball. So that's something that I have a passion for, something that I really like and enjoy, watching playing. And so netball is a passion. And of course, that track and field, on the track for sure. But I cannot do again what these athletes are doing. So kudos to them in that regard. All right. So that's pretty much my little thing with sports, Ren. So not a lot in terms of experience, but A lot in terms of being a fan.
Okay, sounds good. To be honest, I've never been a fan of netball growing up. When I just thought, it's too slow because of all the rules and the 1-2 landings and the pivots and so on. So playing soccer and running and cricket, I just didn't fancy netball. But in my when I started working, and I wasn't able to play as much cricket and soccer as I would want to play. And not only because of that, too, in terms of safety, when you get older as an when you as an adult and certain responsibilities come your way, you don't want to be risking your health in any way or form. So I stopped playing, some of the sports, and you know, we had a little group of us that played some netball, at after work, and it wasn't so confrontational. It's a non-contact sport, or it's supposed to be. So that kind of give you that um distance and cause where you'd say safety line. So I played a little bit of that just to keep myself healthy, and to be honest, I have developed a better relationship, a better appreciation, I should have said, for netball. It has evolved a lot, especially when you watch this Sunshine Girls and the girls from Australia and so on, New Zealand, England, which are the top teams in netball. You see it from a different lens. But we all try out these things. But one important thing that we need to do, we need to support the kids in whatever they're doing. And when you think about the girls and boys champs, and let's say the 100 meters, we focus on probably the top three persons in that race that qualified for the final. But remember in that final there were 8 people, and before that you had probably three groups of 8 for the semifinals, and before that you had preliminaries. And I'm wondering too how much support kids are getting from that standpoint when you have done your best, or you might not have qualified for the final if these kids are given any form of support, just to reassure them that yes, this is your talent. This didn't work out this time, but maybe next time, if we do this differently, if we work a little bit harder, that psychological support, I'm not sure how much of that our kids are getting too. Because, as humans, as people, we need that little bit of support just to ensure that we keep on the path that we want to. Sometimes disappointments, you know, derail our plans, and we need just that voice, that person, that friend, that family member just to say, all right, you tried, it didn't work out. What can we do differently? You know, what we are going to try this again. But sometimes we are quick to bash. We're quick to say, boy, you lose and, good and all of that. And I'm hoping that that culture, we have moved away from that, long ago, so that these kids can, go out there, perform, and, get the necessary support, win, lose, or draw, so that they can continue to pursue the goals that they have. So I'm not sure if you have any other updates on your side, Natasha, but I am listening out for any updates that you have, or if you want to share on the facts about the psychological support that these kids, should get. Um, if they're not getting it, you could share your few words on that as well.
All right, Ruben, I hear you. I don't know if I have a lot to say, but as you mentioned, support is not just physical, but we also need to pay attention to the psychological aspect. This is a lot for, student athletes. And so a part of that, in terms of their program, that part should be included because that is significant, especially after, having worked for a long season and perhaps experiencing defeat. How are you taking them through that process and allowing them to understand that, this is a part of it. And it doesn't mean that you're a loser, but, you can, bounce forward. And so that part is definitely important in the context of, supporting our students. And I feel that sometimes, I'm not saying it happens all the time, perhaps that part is missed, and we want to ensure that we're giving our students the best opportunities to be successful. Welcome, if you're just tuning in. Let me just tell you that we are here just waiting for some some finals in the context of the 400 meters. So we should be seeing that, soon. I'm just going to go back to the schedule here just to give you a sense of, the time that we are expecting this to happen. We should see one at about 8:05 p.m. Class 3 girls final 400 meters, and then 8:10, and then 8:15 class 3 boys 8:10. So we're hoping that, things will go based on schedule here. So we're just there and, waiting. So very close to seeing the class 3 girls 400 meters. So if you're just tuning in here, welcome to our coverage. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. So while you're popping in and out, all right, so I can tell you that in the field we have the shot put final going on, and perhaps a 5,000 prelim there on the track. So welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome. All right, please remember to hit the like button, share button, and the subscription button. And you, Jita, good evening, and welcome. And guys, the WhatsApp number is on screen. You can give us a call or let us know who you're supporting, even if you just want to say hello, hi, would love to hear from you. All right, so haven't gotten the opportunity yet to get my hot chocolate, so I'm going to perhaps drop the beat and try to get that. Max Morgan there in the chat. Blessings and blessings to you too. And welcome. If you're just tuning in, we're pretty much getting ready for the class 3 girls 400 meters, and that should be in about 7 minutes. So, you know what? Perhaps I should just go and try and get my hot chocolate. So let's just drop the champs beat and stick and stay, guys. Keep the chat going and hit the like button, share button, and the subscription button. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I guess at this point we're waiting for the 5,000 meters to end on the track, but we still have about, 3 minutes before we witness the class three girls 400 meters. So we're just waiting for that. All right. So welcome. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. Comment in the chat. Let me know where you're tuned in from. Let me know which school you're representing. Comment in the chat, man. We can, comment in the chat. Would love to hear from you too. So the WhatsApp number is on screen. Give us a call. Would definitely like to hear from you. So don't be afraid to give us a call. All right. And let us talk. Let us talk. So welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. That's our piece here. Represent, represent, represent right now in the chat. All right. Represent, 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 represent. Right now, in the chat, in the chat. Represent, 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 represent. What school are you representing? Please comment in the chat. Let us know right now. Also, give us a like and hit the subscription button while you pop in and out. Who will win Champs 2024? Who will win Boys Champs? Who will win Girls Champs? Comment in the chat, man. Represent, 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 represent. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Once you hear this beat, you know it's a vibe. And we're here vibing. It's a vibe. Win, lose, or draw. It's a vibe. Welcome, 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 welcome. Represent now. Represent, represent, represent. Country school, town school. Represent, represent. It's the vibe. All right, welcome and represent. Wonderful, wonderful. So managed to get my hot chocolate. So I'm here. So we're just pretty much, I guess, waiting for the 5,000 meters to come to an end on the track there. The next event should be the class three girls 400 meters. So we're waiting for the 5,000 to come to an end, and the shot put final there is happening in the field. All right, so welcome, welcome. Represent, man. Hit the like button. People popping in and out. Hit the like button. All right, hit the like button. Hit the subscription button, and let me know which school you're supporting. Comment in the chat. All right, let us know what the school you're supporting, and don't be afraid to represent your school. Ruren, I know you're from, you're supporting country school. What is it, DC? From the country? I haven't seen the cartridge.
Oh, I haven't seen them either, but yes, I'm a
Perhaps they're
supporter
there.
of the
Yeah.
Carter. Yeah, I'm a supporter of the cartridge. The cartridge from back in my days, though, never usually have a strong athletic program. Before going to DC, they had a good cricket program for sure. And over the past few years, they have been showing up as it relates to the Costa Cup football as well. You know, so I'm hoping that that's a sign that sports is on the rise in the culture. But definitely I have to recognize and acknowledge my past school, as they would say, my alma mater. Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. All right. So you see, we represent the school, even though they're not dominant or dominating at champs, we support our schools because we want to support our students. All right. So don't be afraid to represent in the chat. All right. Represent, represent, represent. All right. Don't be afraid to represent in the chat. All right. So, boys shot put final is happening right now, I believe, class one. So, we're, getting some updates regarding that. And still on the track is the 5,000 meters. Perhaps they're coming to an end. So, pretty soon. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. So we should be seeing on the track very shortly the 400 meters class 3 girls final. That should have been at 8:05, so I guess a little bit behind schedule. So we'll see, what happens. And I guess that's perhaps the shot put class two final there happening as well in the field. All right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. So just waiting for the 400 meters. All right, there. So welcome, welcome. So Ruren, I'm coming over to you right now.
Yeah, the exciting part of the day, I would say, where the finals take place. So, I'm hoping and trusting that, kids, the students, the athletes, they can put in some good performances and represent their school to the best. Guys, if you're in the chat, represent your school, man. No matter what your school, how your school is performing. We are all proud that we had a school to attend. So, just represent your school, in the chat. But I'm excited to see how these 400 meters go. I'm hoping that Heidel and JC can, get a few more wins. Those are the schools that I am supporting. What says you, Natasha?
Well, since you go Heidel and JC, it's Edwin Allen and KC. So we'll see how it goes. So they're just pretty much exiting the field right now, the track right now. So we should be getting the 400 meters class three girls, shortly. So we're just waiting for that. So welcome, welcome to our coverage here, in terms of updates. We're just sharing with you as best as we can. All right, so hit the subscription button. Who knows? Perhaps next year, depending on, the growth of our platform, we'll be there live. Can you imagine that, Ryan, just live sharing with you, bringing you, what you need to see and know? So,
That would be
welcome.
awesome because you'd be able to capture the atmosphere there and, the champs atmosphere. And if you're Jamaican by any chance, there's a special vibe that travels as it relates to champs. Champs comes with its own vibe. So, you definitely capture that firsthand, being there in the stands, experiencing that whole champs experience.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, so I doubt I'm missing any calls. I doubt that, but let me see. I doubt I'm missing any calls. I believe the system should be up and running and should be working. So hopefully it is working as though, we would want it to work. And we're just pretty much waiting for the 400 meters. All right, so that's pretty much what we're doing at this point. So still, there is still an athlete on the track there for the 5,000, I believe. So, we just have to wait until that event ends before we'll definitely get to witness the 400 meters. And just to let you know that that event was scheduled for 8:05 p.m. Jamaica time. So some minutes behind in the context of that. And it looks like this athlete is not yet done. So I guess perhaps he has another lap or so to go, but still determined to finish the race. So that is good. And just to let you know that the long jump, class two, I believe, Janella Cans from San Diego, 5.89 meters. Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Hello, Ruren from this side. I'm just coming over. I am coming over. And as you enter, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let's continue to grow here. Stick and stay, man. Stick and stay. All right. So, Ruren, I'm coming over tonight. Not hearing any response. All right. So we're just waiting for Ruren, and perhaps Ruren will, come on in when he's able to. All right. So still, the student athlete is still on the track there. So just waiting for the athlete to finish his 5,000-meter run, and looks like it now. So kudos to the athlete. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. That's good. Sometimes, as
Yes,
I would say
Stephanie,
to
I'm
you,
back. I'm back. I'm back.
yes, I
I'm
was
back.
just here singing, I'm coming over tonight, but I didn't get any response, so I'm just sitting here.
Oh, I was singing speechless.
Oh,
I was singing speechless. So, yep. Hopefully the viewers will come over to our channel and like and subscribe. If you're here with us, please just like and subscribe, and share in the comment that we can recognize your support. We really truly love bringing the information updates to you. So let us know what is happening. Say hello if you want. Call in if you want, but at bare minimum, we're asking you to just hit that thumbs up button, subscribe so that you know when we're going on again. Turn on your post notification so that you know exactly when we're coming on live. We talk about a variety of stuff here, and our intention is to support students who are, not able to have what the necessary resources they require to go to school and perform at their best. That's
well,
our
one of
aim.
our goals.
Yes, one of our goals for
To
sure.
continue,
And
to continue.
yes. So every like, subscription, and share helps us in that regard. So please support us in any way that you can, and that would be greatly appreciated. Yes, Natasha, back over to you.
Yeah, wonderful. I have good news. So the class three girls, they're getting ready. All right. So they're getting ready to do the 400 meters. So the one lap event. All right. So I'm seeing the Oldwood athlete here and, looking confident. So we're just waiting for, the athletes to settle in their blocks and for the start. This has been a delayed one. This should have happened from about 5 minutes past 8. It's about 8:17 now, so we're about 12 minutes behind. But welcome, welcome. Hopefully, the other races will just go as planned, and we just want to ensure that the student athletes they remain, good, healthy after the race. So just to tell you, and I just lost my connection there, but we'll get that back very soon. All right, we'll definitely get that back very soon. All right, so welcome, welcome. I was just about to tell you the lineup, but hopefully we'll get that connection back so we don't miss the race here. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Just trying to navigate, quite a lot on this side, but we're back in terms of our connection. So that is good. All right. So back in terms of, our connection, and that is wonderful. So welcome, 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 welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. All right. So, it's 400 meters. So a one lap event, anything that we should be paying attention to, Ruben, for a 400 meters. So perhaps not going out too hard, having enough energy to endure to the end. Do you have any tips for us before they get on the way with this one?
Well, good points there that you're making. It's they have done a lot of practice, so you want to put yourself in a space when you're coming around that long final curve where you can have enough gas to push on to the finish line. But in essence, you need a good start to keep with the group of athletes that are running with you, and make sure that you have enough gas to power home. So it's about managing your race, and that sometimes depends on the opponents that you're running with, because you don't want to be chasing an opponent too far. If that opponent gets ahead of you. So it's about being aware of your situation, your position in the race, and being able to adapt to whatever comes your way. But as you rightly said, you'd want to have a good start, kind of simmer in the middle of the race, but have enough energy to power home to victory. You know, it's strange enough, and most persons probably don't know that most the 400 meter is sometimes classified as a sprint
The
event. So
background. Yeah.
so it's persons run that quarter mile pretty fast. So let's see how the times go here. These kids have been well conditioned, so I'm expecting great performances from them.
Wonderful. So I missed the names because I didn't want to interrupt you talking there, but Idel is in there for sure. St. Jago, Homewood. What else am I missing here? Fern Court. I think Anata Bay, perhaps. So we should see a good run here. So my bad in terms of the timing there just now, but they're on their marks. So they're getting ready for this one now. All right, set, and they're off. All right, so the meeting record seems to be 52-52. All right, so welcome, welcome. So this is the class 3 girls 400 meters and some good running here. And Heidel seems to be going well in this one. All right, St. Jago there, perhaps, and they're coming around the bend now. Fort Antonio, Idel going there. So Idel looks like they're going to take this one, and let's see. Idel is going. Will they get the meeting record? Idel is going. And no. So the flash time looks like about 54, 59. But we'll have some more to share with you in that context. So Heidel, taking the Sashana Johnson from Heidel 54-59, taking the class 3 girls, all right, 400 meters. All right, so that's Sashana Johnson from Heidel taking that. And I believe there were 2 Idel athletes in this one. All right, so that's Sashana Johnson there from Heidel, taking that one. All right, so welcome, welcome. And I'm just waiting to see if I can get the times for the other athletes in the race here. So I'm just trying to wait for that. But Heidel High, they got the win in this one. All right, welcome, welcome. All right, so a good run here. But Heidel, man, Sashana had that energy, that strength, that endurance to the end. So Heidel there coming away with that. All right, so for sure. So we're just waiting now to see if we can get the times for the other student athletes in this one. All right, so Idel there coming away with the win. All right, so that's the 400 for Idel. And just to give you the times, all right, Sashana Johnson 54-59, Tracy Ann Evans from Homewood 55-28 in second. Next, Kevina Bourne from Anata Bay 56-78. Trisana Cohen 56-94. Alyssa Carty 58-26. Shania Campbell 58-48. Shanae Burke 59-75. All right, not sure what went wrong there with Tressa Lee Sutherland, perhaps did not show. And we have the 400 meters, class 3 boys. That's the next one on the track. That should be coming, immediately given the time. All right, so welcome, welcome. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. Rurian, I'm going to come over to you quickly to find out if there's anything you'd like to share.
Yes, big up Heidel, Heidel putting in some good performances, and I'm so proud of the young lady who won that class 3 400. That's pretty good. And, I must say, big up to Homewood too for coming in the top three there.
Second, yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's pretty amazing too. And I know Althea is somewhere smiling because he says Homewood for life. So big up yourself
Yep.
anywhere you are, Althea. Homewood,
Yes, for sure.
harnessing some points here.
Yeah, that's a good one there. Yeah, for sure. So we have the class 3 boys. So these events are just going to go I guess back to back until we kind of catch up with the time because the class two boys should be run at 8:20, and so we're behind schedule somewhat. So they're trying to catch up, so we should be getting these almost immediately after each other. So we're here now for the class three boys, 400 meters. So the one lap event. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're in the chat, please hit the like button, hit the subscription button. All right, do the do. All right, so waiting here. They're on their marks. And the record, Christopher Taylor. And let us see what happens in this one. Set, and they're off. It's a false start. What's going on? So they're called back. So let's see what happens here. All right, so we'll see what happens here. Perhaps this is lane 5, and I'm getting to understand, Rurian, that's Denby High School.
Denby High School, that's another country school. Nice. Big up Denby.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
but they just
Out
they
of,
just got
straight out
out
of
of the
Florida.
race. Yeah, false start there, unfortunately. So
Oh,
they're
that's
going
good.
back on their marks. So let us see. A lot. It's just so unfortunate. It's a 400, you could catch up, but happens. So, and this is where the psychological support is needed. We're talking about these things. And they're off for good this time. So good in this one. So the meeting record is 48.72. So we'll see, how things go with this one. They're running very well right now. Calabar, I believe, is out there going strong. All right. And we'll just see what happens. All right. So, and again, points, lots of points for these events. So, St. Jago looks to be coming through here. All right. So, this looks like St. Jago is perhaps going to take this one. So, it's St. Jago. And it's 49.50, the flash time. All right, so St. Jago taking this one. All right, Rashane Richards from St. Jago taking this one, 49.54. And that's a gold medal for St. Jago. So I guess, we'll just see the other times for the student athletes. So, a good run there. And the coach is very happy. Very, very happy with the St. Jago athletes. As a matter of fact, two St. Jago athletes were in that race, and he's kissing them. That is wonderful to see. All right, so happy for St. Jago there, and I'm not sure the other teammate from St. Jago what his position is, but I guess we'll get that information in a little bit. Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, it's the 400 meters class 3 boys event that just happened, and St. Jago High took that one. So Rashane Richards from St. Jago took that one in 49.54 seconds. So kudos to St. Jago. I know we can't drop the beat because the races are going to come right behind each other right now. But at the end, we'll just drop the beat for all the schools, for everyone, the winners here. So that's Rashane Richards taking the boys class 3, 400 meters. All right. And again, let us give you some scores. So Rasheen Richards, 49.54 in second. JC O'Neal Lawrence, 51.1. Then JC in third position, Kyle Thompson, 51.07. Jason Peter KC next, 51.66. Dwayne Sharp, Calabar, 53.16. Ranil Burke, 53.24. Rasheen Howard, 53.49. And Raven Black there from Denby was disqualified. So we're now going over to the class 2 final for girls. And in this one, we'll see Abrina Wright from Homewood. All right. And this is St. Mary High, Shaggy Sheppy, Vertec, Siobhan Thomas, Natasha Fletcher from Hydel, Jodian Daly from Hydel, Shania Douglas from Mushet, Kellyanne Carr from Edwin Allen, and Brianna Brown from Excelsior. Ruben, I know that you're smiling because you have always been saying, Idol needs to have at least 2 in the final. So here we go. Idol has Natasha Fletcher and Jodian Daly. So Edwin Allen is there, Kellyanne Carr. So we'll see how things go with this class 2 girls, 400 meters final. Shania Douglas, I would love to see Shania Douglas coming through for Mushet. That would be awesome. So we'll see how it goes there, but we can't rule out ideas. So I'm just coming over quickly to you, Ryan, to see if you have anything you'd like to add before this one gets on its way.
Go Heidel, go Heidel. Good to see a few persons in this one. So all the best for the young ladies in the class to 400.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So just checking in the chat here, not seeing any new comments, and hopefully the chat is working. But just to let what is happening there in that context. So welcome, welcome. All right, welcome, welcome. To St. Mary High, Stage Sheppy. And in lane 1, Abrina Wright from Homewood. All right, so we're just waiting for this event to get on its way. All right. All right, so hoping to see. I think Mushet. I'm taking Shania to win this one, so we'll see how it goes. But again, Homewood. So I'm calling it before the race. I'm going to say Shania, but let's see how it goes. So they're on there, getting ready to be on their marks. So we'll see how it goes, Ruran. We'll definitely see how it goes. So class 2 girls 400 meters. They're asked to stand. All right. So and hopefully they're getting some, quiet there for the start. So they're going on their marks again. And all right, so let us see what happens in this one set. And they're off. All right. So we'll see what happens. The meeting record is 51.62. All right, so let us see what happens. All right, so Shania Douglas is making some moves. All right, so let us see what happens. And good move there. So coming around, 2. So Shania Douglas should be well on her way with this 400 meters. Let us see if the endurance is there perhaps a bit tired. I'm not sure, but still going. So Shania is pushing and she's going. Will she get the meet record? Let us see here. Run, Shania, run. And not quite. All right. So Shania Douglas from Mushet, as I said, I was carrying Shania for this one. And I like when schools from your country, 5303 here for Shania Douglas. All right. And can see the Edwin Allen teammate there hugging Shania. So that's good to see, different schools, hugging and supporting. It was a very big hug and she's still hugging Shania. So, really like, love seeing that. So kudos to Kelly and Carr there from Edwin Allen going over to give Shania a big hug, not just once, but, times two. This is what we want to see. And, sports, there's so much that, we can learn from sports. And this is such a beautiful moment there from Kellyanne Carr, from Edwin Allen, just going over to say, I appreciate what you do. And she looks so happy for, Shania Douglas, considering that they were in the same race. That is absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. So just waiting to get the times for the other student athletes. So hopefully we'll get that soon. And again, my connection here is kind of, out a little bit, but Ruren, I'm just going to come over to you quickly to see, if you have anything to share there. All right, so just seeing some times here. So let me just quickly go through. Shania Douglas, 5303. Kellyanne Carr was in second, 5358. Natasha Fletcher, 5398. Jody and Daly, 5524. Siobhan Thomas, 5557. Shaggy Sheppy, 5604. Abrina Wright, 5778. And Brianna Brown, 5814. So, Ruran, in your context now, Mushet came first, Edwin Allen second, Idle third, Idle fourth, Vertec fifth. So, just to give you that update, so you have an understanding of what we're pretty much looking at. So, I'm coming over to you now, just in case you have something you'd like to share with us quickly.
Oh, well, I'm a little bit disappointed in the performances of the Idol
Oh,
um,
come on, come
in the
on, come
race,
on, come
but
on.
I must say, Miss Douglas did awesome there in that race, and to pull away from the pack and maintain that lead, running right through. That was amazing run by the young athlete, Miss Douglas there. And as you mentioned too, the sportsmanship that was displayed afterward, that is something that we want to see, we love to see, where athletes are happy for each other's success. So in competitive sports, it's good to have that good sportsmanship thing going, and that was a great example of that. But the girls have nothing to be ashamed of. They did really well, and hopefully they'll have some more good performances coming forward, in this championship.
Wonderful. So in that context, we segue over to the class two boys who are now on the track. So in lane eight, Calabar, Nicoy Bramwell, lane seven, Excelsior, DeMarco Bennett, lane six, KC, Markel Smith, lane five, St. Jago, Rashad Buckle, lane four, Jabari Mattison, and I'm going to go with Mattison for this one from William Nib, Dante Simpson from, is this Anatobe, perhaps, or Port Antonio? Gregory McFarlane from Excelsior, and Troy Flemings from Manchester. All right, so perhaps I'm going to pick Jabari Mattison for this one. I don't know. That's what I'm going with. So let's see how it turns out. So again, this is the class two boys final. All right, and we have two Excelsior student athletes in this one. So Excelsior there, I guess getting some, points. We'll get some points here to athletes. And just thinking here, Jabari Matheson from William Nib is perhaps going to take this one. So I'll see how good, you know, I do with this one. But win, lose, or draw, go country schools, go town schools. Of course, carrying KC to win. And they're set and off. So let us see, what happens in this context here. All right, so we're hearing some KC. Markel Smith is going well. All right, so we'll see what happens. Calabar is out there still doing well. Matheson is coming now. So we'll see what happens. And William Nib is going, but Excelsior is coming. Excelsior is coming, and Excelsior does it. Excelsior does it. Excelsior came and took it. Oh my word. So Excelsior, the Marco Bennett 4691 took that over Jabari Mattison. He faded somewhat there and perhaps the timing of his run. So we'll just wait to get the time. And, Excelsior has been doing well, in this championship. So Excelsior, Excelsior Eagles. All right. So we'll wait to get some times there for the remaining athletes, student athletes in the race. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our coverage here. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. All right, like man, while you're popping in and out, hit the like button. All right, so hit the like button while you're popping in and out. And also let us know which school you're representing. Excelsior Eagles. They just took this one, and I was taking Jabari Mattison, and he kind of faded out. The race is not for the swift, but those who can endure to the end, and I guess for the swift is this one too. But just to give you, the times here. So as you know now, Excelsior 4691, Nicoy Bramwell from Calabar 4739, Jabari Mattison from William Nib 4740, Michael Smith KC 4781, Rashard Buckle Jago 4919, Troy Dean Flemings from Manchester 4922, Dante Smith 4967, and Gregory McFarlane 50.22. All right, so we have on track here should be class one girls. So Natasha Fox, Edwin Allen, lane 8. So we're trying to catch up with the time. Abigail Campbell, Heidel in lane 7. All right, so that's Abigail. And next looks like Tony and Beckford from Edwin Allen. All right, so to Edwin Allen there. So Tony and Beckford there. And next we have Shanique Williams, 6th, Shanke Williams. All right. Stacey Williams' sister. Kwana Walker, San Diego. And over to Belfield, Anisha Campbell. So love to see some schools that we don't necessarily see. and Deandra Kelly from Excelsior. So another Excelsior Eagle here. And over to Rihanna Dennis, St. Mary High School in lane number 1. All right, so they're going to their marks. All right, so let us see what happens in this one. All right, so will Edwin Allen take this one? Should, but let's see. And they're off. So class 1 girls 400 meters, the meeting record 51.13. All right, so we'll see what happens here. So Tony and Beckford there from Edwin Allen should win this one, at least a favorite to win this one. Let's put it that way. But we'll see what happens in this one. All right, so they're going there. Tony and Beckford there. All right, Ashanti Williams. All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, Idell is pushing away. Idell moves to the front. Abigail Campbell, not Heidel. Let me see. Abigail Campbell. Wow, some persons fell there. Heidel, yes, Heidel. Abigail Campbell from Idell. And Idell surprising the field here, but no surprise, it's Idell. And the time for Abigail Campbell is 52.27. So hopefully we'll get the other times there. So let us see, just await those times. So welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome here. It's Idell taking this one. So Idell, doing very well here in this championships to pretty much, come and, take this run. So the next event that we should see is the 400 meters class 1 boys, the final one. So let us just await that. But in the meantime, let us try and get some times here. All right, welcome, welcome. So Abigail Campbell is the class 1 girls 400 meters winner with a time of 52.27 for, off Idell. All right, so welcome, welcome. All right, so we have one event remaining, and that is going to be the class 1 boys, 400-meter final. So, Rurian, I'm just quickly coming over to see if there's anything that you'd like to share while we await, that final event
For,
there.
for sure, I love the way you are so excited about that Heidel win. That's really amazing. I know you're not the Heidel is not the team that you're carrying this year,
I'm
but
carrying all of them, but it's
you're carrying
students.
all of the team.
I'm
But
team student.
I love the way you expressed that, and that was really amazing. But another good run from a Heidel student, so that's awesome. And kudos to all the other students who were in that race. They were not there by any chance. They were there because of hard work. So all the best to all these young athletes. And let's see what happens in the class 1.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. We'll definitely see what happens. So I believe the class 1 boys are on the track. Again, two different feeds, but okay, we're here, and it's good that we have this connection. So lane 8, Raheem Maiton from Edwin Allen. All right, and lane 7, Amal Glasgow, KC. Should be one to look out for, but we'll see how it goes. And and perhaps the favorite there, Glasgow from KC. Marcina Rose, lane 6. Another KC athlete to look out for in this one. Fortis, if you're here in the chat, let us know. Omari Robinson from JC. All right, so Omari Robinson there in lane 5. Over in lane 4, Zachary Wallace, Magati. And again, big up to the country school. So if you're tuned in from St. Elizabeth, big up, big up. All right, Daniel Francis from Alfonso Davis High, I guess formerly Spalding. LaShane Blake, Stets in lane 2, and in lane 1, Omar James, Veer Technical. So big up country, but Veer is one of those track schools. So, all right. So I guess we're getting ready for the final race. All right. And let us see, what happens while you're popping in and out. Please remember to hit the like button, share button, and subscription button. All right. So they're on their marks. Set. And they're off. All right, so we'll see how it goes here. So Glasgow seems to be going well. And Omari Robinson. And just to let you know, the meeting record is 44.93. So Kingston College, they're leading both teammates from KC. They're going now, kind of just separating themselves. Glasgow has faded, but Omari Robinson, but will he get the second? Yes, he seems to get that number 2 spot. So KC 1-2, and that's going to be a big, big celebration for KC. So Marcina Rose from KC winning that in 45.93 seconds. And his teammate should be in the number 2 spot. So hopefully we can get some official confirmation of that. So some big points here for KC from this 400 meters class 1 boys. All right. And, when they came off the curve, they came off together. And then, one was pretty much, they separated, one faded, Glasgow, I guess perhaps faded there, not sure. But we'll see what happens. Let us just wait for the official. All right, so KC, they're getting some big points from this one. All right, so KC apparently getting first and second places, second place from this one. And just hoping to get some times here just for confirmation. And let me just share with you the times. So Marcina Rose at 45.93 KC in second, Amal Glasgow 46.85. JC Omari Robinson 46.92. Magati Zachary Wallace, 4806. Then Omar James Vertek, 4834. Alfonso Davis High, Daniel Francis, 4850. Lashane Blake, Stets, 4938. Raheem Mighton, Edwin Allen, 4958. So, Rurian, I'm just going to circle you. That was KC times two. JC there in the third position. Just going to circle you for some final comments before we close off here. So, just coming over to you.
Oh, great run by the class one boys there, JC and KC coming through. And what I can say, Natasha Lee, is the schools that traditionally do well in champs, we're seeing them, slowly emerging. But we can't forget or, put down the fact that some schools that we don't normally hear about, in champ as much, we're starting to hear their names being called. Mushet is one that comes to mind. And, it goes to show that once, persons are putting in the work, kids are committed and are willing to participate, then, they can, make a mark for their schools. And, that's where I want to end my comments today. Let's just encourage kids to do well at what they do well. So, whatever they love, whatever they're interested in, let us support them and, let them be able to, give their best shot at their own interest. But another enthralling day at the boys and girls champs. It's going to be interesting to see how the point standings shape up at the end of today. But let's see how that happens later. I'm sure you will probably have that on your community page. So guys, if you're not if you have not subscribed yet, this is a good time for you to just subscribe, like the videos and share so that you can keep abreast of what is happening in the boys and girls champs as well as other topical issues that are happening in and around Jamaica. Back over to you, Dr.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ruren, for joining me for this one as well. Another exciting day of boys and girls athletics championships. For all of the persons who tuned in the chat, if you have commented, hit the like button, share button, a silent supporter. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll just add the race is not for the swift but for those who can endure to the end, remember to exercise self care and take care of yourself. Blessings and love, everyone. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell. Yes, turn it on. Select all so that you do not miss any updates. And join us for day 4. All right, so join us tomorrow. So tell a friend to tell another friend about the voices in education. Blessings and love, everyone, and we'll see you in the next live. Bye for now.